da 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 da. Da 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 da.
I could put some
Da
of that.
da 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 da. Okay.
What's that, blackberries?
Uh-huh. What is it, Michelle? Hello.
Hello.
We live. Hold on. Let me go on Instagram from here because we can't see anything from our StreamYard screen. So we're gonna look on Instagram from here. That's the only drawback with this thing. How y'all doing today?
How you doing? Today is day.
Oh, that's next time. All right.
Today is day. Today's day what?
7.
Today is day 7 of the juice cleanse, which means those of you on the Jump and Juice 10,000, you have done a full week of fasting.
Come on, somebody. Give it up for yourselves. Give it up for yourselves.
A full week.
Hold on.
Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. Sorry,
we're listening to what's going on outside. We gotta
don't let people start getting in your head. Can you hear me? Duh, I don't have my mic on. Hello. Don't let stuff start getting in your head. Just like yesterday, what did Sarah say? When you're close to the end, you start going, oh no, I need to chew.
Yeah.
Or, oh no, this is too much. So remember, you committed to 10 days. You committed. So make sure you finish this bad boy. We only got 3 more days.
Some of y'all are like, who are we talking to?
Right.
So we are Sean and Michelle Clark. We're actually the owners of Double Dutch Aerobics.
Hello.
But we're also hosting the Jumping Juice 10,000. So we're 10,000 people.
Yes.
Are doing a juice cleanse at the same time for 10 days.
For 10 days.
For 10 days.
Yes.
And if you don't know what Double Dutch Aerobics is, Double Dutch Aerobics is a 60-minute workout where we do exercises inside the Double Dutch rope.
Yes. And today's class was so much
fun.
Oh, man. We had some newbies.
Man.
It was really good.
Look, listen, and also, you don't have to know how to jump Double Dutch to take our class because we can teach anybody on the planet Earth how to jump Double Dutch in less than a minute.
Guaranteed.
That's a fact.
Guaranteed.
All right.
And if you want to teach the sport or if you want to teach Double Dutch Aerobics, get certified. Everything is at doubledutchaerobics.com. We jump and we juice. You hear me?
Come on, somebody.
Jump and Juice 10,000. Today, we have a special guest.
It looks like a lot of people in this room are excited about this one.
Yes.
Everybody's very excited about this one. Look, let me tell you. This is another reason why I went from 5 days to 60.
Yes.
I watched all of Gillian's videos. I didn't mean to say the name.
Did you say but?
Y'all didn't hear that.
We watched all of her videos, so they are part of our personal 60-day journey because it's the reason why the videos were so encouraging. The people on there, the testimonials, the questions she would ask allowed us to go, you know what? Maybe we can do this thing, okay? And hence why we're here trying to pay that forward to you guys, okay? Jump and Juice 10,000.
Because we want you guys to have the same experience. Y'all go ahead and watch Gillian's videos. Y'all gonna end up doing 300 days. Watch. You watch. Y'all gonna be like, oh my God, I'm gonna do 300 days.
I could do it.
I can do it. Oh yes, I can.
Oh yes, I can.
Oh yes, I can. Anyway,
yes, I can.
Let's bring Gillian in the room. Yay!
You guys, I love you guys so much. You guys are so funny. I love you guys. Thanks for having me on.
All right, and we didn't mention that we got to be guests on Gillian's show.
Oh yeah, check that out.
Make sure you see the channel. Of course, watch our episode 2. Okay, so
without further ado,
this is Gillian, guys. So Gillian, tell us who you are.
Yes.
And why you are we call you like the view of the juicing in the health world.
It's a huge show.
I love that. And I love hosting. I always say I would be so amazing at hosting a show in New York or something. I just love it. But I love my platform because I can control everything and I'm so passionate about health and wellness. So it's perfect because on a show like that or the Today Show, I wouldn't really have my total set. So I love you guys are actually my favorite guests. You guys are just such good vibes. I love you guys. But yeah, my name's Gillian Berry. I'm a YouTuber now full time. So I started YouTube a couple years ago, and I first got into the raw food lifestyle. I only eat raw food, nothing cooked. In 2016, I had a bunch of health problems after my daughter was born. Okay. And digestive issues, panic attacks, allergies to gluten, all these things were popping up after my daughter was born. And this led me to the raw vegan path. So I discovered Dr. Sebi in 2016, and he inspired me to go raw. So the first day I went raw, I felt better than I'd ever felt in my whole life. There was no comparison. I knew that this is how I'm meant to feel. It's almost like I just connected with my higher self, and like I can't even explain it. And yeah, so over the years, I got into juicing too. In 2019, I did my first juice fast after I was going through a bad separation and lost everything. Things were kind of chaos. And I was like, oh, I'll just do a juice fast to clear my head. And it did way more than clear my head. I never felt better in my whole life. Yes. And that got me so passionate about juicing. So then going through hard times with the separation and losing everything, that kind of led me to my purpose and to finally starting YouTube. And I sort of alchemized all that. And that's where I'm at.
Gillian, you just said a lot of things. You said a lot of things just now. I'm gonna bring it way back into time. All right. Yes, so look,
I love that.
So what was your diet before you became raw vegan?
Okay, so my diet was standard American diet, but I thought I was healthy because I was going to the gym and I was still having smoothies and salads and stuff like that. But it was a lot of pasta. I would wake up, I would have coffee with a bagel or with toast. I would have pasta for lunch. I would have salmon with potatoes for dinner. Many nights, my husband and I would have a big platter of like cheese, crackers, chocolate, drink a bottle of wine a night, drink beer every night. I started drinking every night in my 20s. So I drank every night too for like 10 years. So my diet was not very good. But before I went raw, I cleared up like all of that. So like I was eating a little bit cleaner before I went raw too. I got rid of coffee, alcohol, those sort of things mostly. Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So what led you into becoming raw? Like what happened?
And it was feel when you were eating that diet, because you said that you had a gluten allergy after you had your daughter, but were you feeling good before you had your daughter eating that?
I don't know how long I had this gluten allergy. I think it was more like a weak gut microbiome. I didn't realize until I removed it from my diet. And then if I reintroduced it, I would get really sick. So I didn't realize until it was out of me. And then once it was out of me for a while, right? Like when I removed gluten, I felt like a new person. So all the brain fog went away. Like before, I'd have like major brain fog. Like I couldn't believe the difference I felt just removing gluten for 24 hours. Wow. So I removed that and I literally felt like a new human being. It had such a huge difference. But yeah, I felt way different eating that diet before. I literally, even if you see pictures of me or if you knew me, like I was like a different person. I had so much anxiety. I was not happy. I was really depressed. And like I had highs and lows, right? I was on a lot of coffee and stuff like that. So I did have like my highs, and I wasn't the same person. I don't even know how to explain it. I guess I was just this stimulated. I just wasn't the same person. Now I feel like I'm me, I'm like connected to my higher self, and I have so much energy. Like before I used to crash in the day and stuff like that. And now I have so much energy all the time, and I don't sleep. My 5-year-old comes and crashes my bed every night, and
same for us. That's
it's like, oh my goodness.
But all of them are coming in the bedroom. The 6, 5, and the 2-year-old.
Oh no.
No sleep at all.
Oh no, guys.
So the transition into veganism, I mean, was it easy? Did you
It was so easy.
Did you mess up?
Yeah, because August 31st, 2016, I read something by Dr. Sebi talking about raw living foods, electric foods. And I thought, how have I never in my life, I was 34 at the time, this was 7 years ago, how have I never thought to try this, right? And then the next day I thought, I'll try it. I have nothing to lose, right? I'll have cantaloupe for breakfast, blueberry for snacks, walnuts for snacks. I'll make a salad with kale and hemp seeds and avocado, bell peppers, tomatoes, all these things. I swear, by the afternoon, around dinner time, by the afternoon, I was so happy. Even my husband was like, I noticed a big difference in you. I felt so good. My body was almost, I think, like so relieved. I'd like not had it felt like a big weight had been lifted. And like, thank God you're not giving me, this is what's right. I just wanted to like scream it from the rooftop.
So you said that you were depressed when you were eating the standard American diet. Did you know that you were depressed, or had you normalized it? Or did you know after, how you realize something when you're in the clear zone.
Yeah.
Would you have diagnosed yourself like as depressed, or did you realize how much better you felt that you were depressed?
I would say more so after. I didn't realize, I had no idea how bad I actually felt. Like I knew I wasn't thriving, and I had like fatigue and like panic attacks, anxiety, a bunch of symptoms. Like I knew I would see other people thriving way more than that. I knew I wasn't living my best life. That's why I was searching for all these things. But I didn't realize how bad it was until I knew how it was to eat clean and feel really good. I had no idea.
Right. It's freezing. Okay.
It's okay.
But
you guys can hear me okay, right? Because I'm not on my mic with the phone.
I can hear you, but it's glitching. Like the picture is kind of.
Oh, it is? Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's coming back.
Let me see. Are you moving, Gillian? Because we can't tell. It looks like you're.
Yeah, I'm moving. You can't see me moving? Okay, good.
All right.
Oh. Huh.
Stop it, internet.
Stop it.
This is so good.
I know.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
I can.
Yes, we could hear you.
Can you see us moving?
Yeah, I can see you guys. I can hear you guys great.
Oh, it is doing good. Okay. All right, that's fine.
So my question was, I'm only saying this to say to the people who are juicing with us, when you know that something is wrong, like you don't know exactly, you can't pinpoint it,
right?
But you know you don't feel good.
Mm-hmm.
I want to inspire people to keep searching,
right?
Meaning keep on this juice cleanse. Try. Why not try it? Mm-hmm. Like if you know that something is, you could feel the imbalance and you can't pinpoint it. Just like Gillian said, like, okay, well, why not try this raw thing?
Right.
It sounds a little, I don't know anyone raw.
Because sometimes it's not all about what's going on outside in the world.
Yes.
It's what's going on inside.
Yes. And you know it. You know it's something off, but you can't pinpoint it.
And that's everything though. Like it all starts within. That's everything. It's not what's going on in the world. It's everything within, right?
I'm sorry. It was glitching. I didn't hear what you said. So on Instagram, it's smooth.
It's just our computer.
On our computer, it's like.
And it's never happened before.
Wait, so one more time. What'd you say, Gillian?
No, I was just saying, like, you're totally right. It's everything within. It's not what's going on without, right? Like it's so much of it is within, and like so much of that and our happiness and how we're reacting to things and what's going on is like what we're eating and what's going on in our gut, right?
Right. Absolutely.
So you went raw vegan and you started to feel better literally that day. So, and your husband was happy at the time. So what was it like when you made that decision? What was it like outside of you? So your husband, your kids, your family.
What was the discussion?
Like?
What was the
discussion?
Well, they were okay. I had health problems for years and I was really trying to figure out what was going on. And I was so frustrated. It can be so frustrating, right? When you just want an answer. Like, why is this happening? Why is that happening? So this was just like, oh, I'll try it. I was like constantly reading, educating myself, trying to learn more from different people, like Dr. Sebi, all these. So, when I found Dr. Sebi, I went raw, but from other people.
Hold on 1 second, Gillian. I'm sorry, because if you can hear it on outside, it sounds like muffled, like a robot talk.
Oh, really?
Guys,
did it sound like that the whole time?
No, it just started.
It just started glitching out. Guys, can you guys hear her really well?
Yeah.
Is it like glitching or is it just us from where we are?
Because we might just transfer to.
I mean, just switch right over, right?
Yeah.
It still sounds like it's glitching.
Wait, I don't know. I don't know why.
Weird.
2 seconds. I mean, they can hear very clearly.
Yeah, they hear very well. I don't know.
Oh, good. Well, too bad you guys can't, but I'm glad that they can hear.
What's this?
That mic?
No, it's not that.
It's not my AirPods, right? I have AirPods on. No.
Oh, that might help. Maybe this.
No, it's not this. It's the
streamer.
It's streaming because look.
You know what, you guys? I don't want to diss them because their quality is so good, but I tried them and I found it so complicated. But I'm not a techie.
We can't even hear you. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna take you out the room and bring you back. Let me see.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Let's see.
We're sorry, guys. On our end, the sound is
the sound is
all right. Jesus, we have a mission. All right, we are doing something, and we need you to fix it. Fix it here, Jesus.
No, it didn't fix because she's. Why is it doing this to us?
I have never.
Sorry, guys.
Never. All right, let's call out to different gods. How about Zeus?
Hold on, let me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just gonna put my mobile hotspot on
and see. It might be our internet.
Maybe it's out. Maybe it's
out. The kids are upstairs. They might have unplugged some. They might have unplugged it because it might be our internet.
It's okay because I'm just gonna.
We're gonna fix it in 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Meanwhile, in the chat, you can make sure to
have your questions ready, guys.
Have your questions ready.
Yeah.
Buffering.
Come on.
Buffering.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes.
Is it okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do you want me to answer the question?
Okay.
All right. Jesus hears me. All right.
Go on. I'm sorry.
No, right, I remember the question you asked. Do you want me to answer like what happened with my family? Is that
yes.
Yeah. So, well, you know what? Like they noticed my vibe and just like me come to life. So like they were so supportive. They noticed all the changes. And then my daughter started eating healthier. She wanted like lots of raw in her lunches. She was in kindergarten at the time. And at the time, it was pretty easy to keep her healthy. And it inspired them. So my husband started drinking a juice here and there, eating more fruit, eating that stuff. Like he's not raw vegan still, but they were so supportive because they noticed all the changes. It did change things with my husband because like we used to go out every week, like a couple times a week and go to the clubs and have beer, wine, pizza, like all that, steaks every Friday downtown Toronto. So it changed all that. But I mean, I'm my best self this way, right? And so he's supportive of that. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was my question. Like, and I think this is what I was thinking about, especially during the holidays or even during celebrations. Do you personally ever have food grief? Like, it's almost like the steak and eggs is what Sean would cook for my birthday, birthday breakfast is. If that,
yeah.
So just like
it's how we associate food with certain situations.
Yeah, like
Christmas and like
kids. Like, yeah. Do you have food grief? Like, are you ever sad?
Like you guys like you used to anymore. Yeah. That kind of thing.
No, I always go prepared. Like we went to my mom's for Christmas and I bring all my own food. Everybody that knows me, they're used to that. I bring my own stuff everywhere. Even if they don't have a blender, I'll show up with my freaking Nama. Like I bring everything. And I don't because I feel so good. So like I don't want to have it. It just makes that's because I know how it is to feel so good. I don't want to go back to feeling that way. So no, I don't miss it.
Now here's a really simple question because we have a lot of people who are new to like juicing and veganism. What is a raw vegan?
So a raw vegan to me is somebody who doesn't eat cooked food. I think like the technical definition is nothing under above 118 degrees. So a lot of people will still dehydrate their foods, or you can technically warm it up in your blender and make like warm pastas like that and stuff, but it's not cooked. So it's just raw. Like I just eat raw food, only like apples and bananas and salads and pastas and taco salads and stuff like that. Like not cooked. I don't use my oven. But it's very simple. People think it's harder, right? They think, a lot of people think it's harder, but I'm not cooking. Like it's a lot easier,
And there's also so many meals that people don't know about. Like you raw chef that make. I think we saw you make a lasagna.
Like, so good.
Realize raw vegan lasagna is better than. I'm sorry, it is 100% better.
It has so much flavor. My goodness!
But if people hear that, they're like, "How do you make lasagna with a carrot?" Like it's just
right now. You don't cook. Wait, you don't cook your food? They can't even get the concept.
Or even
no.
And I understand.
Now I get it. I live in Canada. It's cold here. It's winter. It's snowing, and people are like, "How do you do it?" You know what? There's ways to like, and I'm not dogmatic. If people don't do it, I totally respect that too. I'm not like a vegan who's like, you have to be vegan or I don't like you. Like, I'm not like that. But I am in Canada. It's cold, but I choose to eat this way because I still have so much energy. I'd rather do it in the cold. It doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't even cross my mind that, it's cold today. I'm cold because of the food. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. There's ways to warm up your body. Like cayenne spice, I put that on my avocado a lot. It naturally warms up your body. And spices like ginger, things like that, they have a naturally warming effect on your body. And I'm moving around a lot too. I work out, I clean the house, like that, like movement warms up your body too. And I just feel so good and so high vibe on the raw foods. It gives me more energy to like go sledding with my kids in the winter and like do a lot more things anyway.
Yeah. But not only that, I think people, and this is what I thought at first, I thought that raw foods were cold. Like when I make my kelp, when I make my cashew Alfredo sauce, it's not. It's almost like the perfect temperature. So it's not hot, of course.
No.
But it's not the cold that I think like pulling out a cucumber out of the refrigerator.
Yeah, just because you didn't cook. Yeah.
But you're adding spice.
And that's why, like, so when I'm going to make a raw vegan pasta, I'll take the zucchinis out a while before, like maybe in the morning or a few hours before, and set them on the counter. So then they're not cold from the fridge, you know? I'll spiralize them. Right. I'll put the sauce in the blender on high for a few minutes. Then it warms it up. You're right. It's like a perfect temperature dish. And like I if you don't, with your water, drink it at room temperature if you want, things like that to like, but I had a couple smoothies today. I don't care. Like it doesn't bother, even though there's snow outside, it doesn't bug me.
Because you feel good.
So what does a day look like? Like what do you eat in a day? Like,
okay. So today I did 3 YouTube interviews from home. So I've been home all day. It's a typical day, working on my YouTube channel. I woke up and I had fresh oranges and grapefruits. So in my juicer, I made a fresh orange grapefruit juice. Those two together are really nice, mostly oranges and then one big grapefruit added in. And then after that, I had a blue spirulina smoothie. So I used fresh banana. So good. It makes it such a beautiful blue color too. Like I used fresh bananas, frozen mango and pineapple, and I use almond milk and then a teaspoon of blue spirulina powder. So that's got a lot of benefits. I think they say it has probiotics, protein, a lot of things, and it makes it a beautiful blue color. You can make juices or smoothies with it. And then I had, before my interview, a few apples I snacked on, a couple bananas, and then I got hungry before another interview. I made a big green juice, a lemon ginger blast. So Lou Corona, he created that. He's been drinking that every day for 51 years. The guy's 72. He can do a 7-minute plank, and he looks like he's 42. So
I saw him. Yeah. He stood on the table, and his legs like went out. Like where's the camera? Just like that.
He's got strength.
Oh,
and he's like. One thing that we always say is that age and health are not the same thing, and your channel helped us realize that when you see people. That are 70s, and what's the guy? I think he's 90 in his 90s.
Yeah, you interviewed
Fred Bishy in New York.
Yeah, in New York. Yes, in Long Island.
When I saw him in person, he was running all over the house. Gillian, come downstairs. I want to show you my oxygen chamber. Come here. He's like, I've never seen anything like it. Like all without like a cane or anything too. And his ears, like his hearing and vision, everything like on point, totally all there. I was just like, wow.
And how long has he been raw vegan?
He's been raw for a long, I forget exact number of years. I want to say over 50 years. I think it's even longer.
And I'm want to point that out to you guys. When you go to her channel, you're going to realize that concept that we have, that we should be crippled over at 75, that our back should start hurting at 45, that's just a part of aging. We have to know that it's what we put in our mouths.
It is.
And that's not saying everybody go raw vegan, but it's like, if you're hurting something, pay attention to what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Be aware of it and don't accept it. You don't have to. If you want to change it, we want you to know that you have options to change it.
You know what I always say? Your age has nothing to do with your health.
One is your age.
Your age only tells you how long you've been on earth.
Yes.
And your health is basically how you feel. Those are two separate things.
Those are 2 separate things.
Right?
So
okay, no, you go.
Now you have interviewed about 1,000 people.
I know, that's what we were about to say the same thing.
So what's the question, babe? You finish it.
No, I was going to say you have interviewed so many. First of all, could you tell them about your show? Tell them about your show.
Yeah. So on my show, I do mostly podcast style interviews like this. They're mostly on Zoom, and some of them are in person. I started traveling a bit too, all over to interview people too. And they're people we know of, people we don't know of, people that have amazing health stories. So whether it's plant-based, raw vegan, juicing, fruit fasting, different things, and people who totally change their life, have amazing transformations, or people who I personally find inspiring. And it's a lot of amazing stories. Like amazing. I love it. I love doing it.
Now with that said, right, what are some of the illnesses that you've heard people reverse from juicing and diet? Because I mean, you've interviewed a lot of people. So in order to sign up to the Jumbo Juice 10,000 people, you have to fill out a form, and on that form it has the list of like different illnesses that you may or may not have.
Yes.
And so everyone checks off what they have. And it's like 95% of the people that signed up to this juice cleanse, they all have one, maybe two or more illnesses.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I've watched so many of your shows, and I've watched people heal from so many things on your show. I would like you to tell them, what are some of the things that you've heard people heal from?
Yeah, a lot of things. And a big thing that comes to mind too is depression and mental health. That's a big thing that comes up in almost every video. It's something people don't think of, is how much happier people feel when they choose to eat like living foods or plant foods, and a lot of them, right? And they start to like replace the majority of their diet with plant foods, even if it's not like all raw. But today I interviewed a guy, Lawrence Richardson. Oh my gosh. So he went vegan, plant-based, a lot of raw, but not all raw, about just over a year ago. He lost 62 pounds and he reversed his type 2 diabetes. So I love that. I thought that was so inspiring because and he said
and he reversed type 2 diabetes. I want to say that loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Diabetes.
A lot.
And even well, finish it, sir, but I have to know if he ever juiced fruit, because that's also clearly a heavy question that we get, because we have a lot of people with diabetes.
Yeah, so he finished
his
story.
He did do juicing. So he did juicing too. And he also in there did a 30-day fruit fast. So he's like done all of that. And yeah, he had really high blood pressure, really high cholesterol, and his diabetes was getting really bad before he did that. And then they said 9 months in, he was off his medication. And I didn't even realize, like, I watched this documentary on Netflix. I haven't finished it, but this new health one, I forget what it's called. I think it's You Are What You Eat. The twins. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have seen that. I thought it was so inspiring seeing the mayor of New York in there talk about how he had diabetes and then he went on reverse. So Lawrence's interview today reminded me of that, but I didn't realize until that interview just how bad diabetes can be. I didn't realize you can lose your eyesight and you can possibly lose toes and your feet and your legs like that. So we need to take this serious. Like, I know kids who are diabetic these days, right? We need to like realize like a lot of this is the food.
Yes, Gillian.
I just want to be clear. You said this man went on a fruit fast because the first question.
Right? Yeah. Okay. I know what you're going to say. Yeah. Because, I asked him about this too, because I was like, and he said, I'll release the interview sometime probably next week. He said his blood sugars were never better than on the fruit fast. Cause I was like, people always come to me and they say your blood sugars, but I used to have bad blood sugars before I went raw though. I had hypoglycemia. Sometimes I used to pass out. Like I was in the hospital a lot because my blood sugars, if I didn't eat, my blood sugars were a mess and I passed out. And then after going to the hospital a few times, they were like, you're hypoglycemic. So I think I was headed for diabetes. I don't know. This was a long time ago, but yeah, he reversed it and he did a lot of juicing, a lot of fruit. And somebody else that's so inspiring is Sarah Erica. So she was one of my first interviews. And
she was on yesterday. We had her yesterday.
No way. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So you guys know, like she was in a wheelchair and she juiced mostly fruit. I was like, what? Because people like, yeah. And she went from a wheelchair to day 366 running a marathon. Like crazy. Insane, right?
When we were interviewing her, she was like, I didn't really run all the way. I had to walk some of the way. We were like,
what, Sarah?
You were in a wheelchair. You were in a wheelchair. Like what? What are you talking about? That's amazing. It's amazing. That's it. That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
I 5K and I haven't been in a wheelchair. I still got to prepare myself. So you went from a wheelchair.
Me too. Right. I've never done a 5K.
Now, you've done a fruit fast before. You've done a couple.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tell us what that's like.
Yeah, so that's amazing. I just, you know what? I love doing fruit fast. I've done 21 days on watermelons. I've done a few days on watermelons again. I've done 28 days, I think I did on grapes. And I love it because when you take that, it's a fun break because you just eat the one food. It's really simple. It's really easy once you get into it after a few days. You really enjoy it. You get so much mental clarity. And for me, my digestion, and typically for people I feel like who do this, your digestion like thrives taking a break from like a big variety of food. and just having the one food. And you totally clean out, your digestion gets clear, so your mind feels happy when your gut is happy, right? And it's a whole other amazing experience. I feel so spiritual. I sleep so good. My skin gets better than ever. I'm just like on a higher frequency. I'm like attracting more. The same goes with the juice fasting. Juice fasting is my favorite out of all of them. Out of like, juice fasting is another level. I love it.
I don't know if I could eat one thing for 21 days.
I could. You did 60 days.
I tried.
But with juice, good. I'm listening. What were you gonna say?
I tried Banana Island too, because that's one too where people just eat bananas for a period of time. So I tried that, and like the first day, I can't remember the first day, but I remember I woke up the second day and I felt amazing. But then I think I only made it to day 3, and I was like, I can't eat another banana because they're more dry, right? I was just like, I can't do it. I was gonna go 30 days. I was like, props to anybody who can do this. I can't do this one.
Now, one question: were you having seeded or non-seeded grapes?
I was having both. It's hard to get all seeded grapes here in Toronto, so I was just having both, and I was having a big variety: cotton candy grapes, green grapes, red grapes, black grapes. I like a big variety in a bowl. I like to prepare them in the morning in a big bowl, wash them, and then break them all up into the bowl, a big variety of all the colors. And then I find it way more easier to stay on track and exciting. I don't think I could do just the dark grapes or just like one set of grapes.
Oh, okay.
And that's only good to know, because a lot of people think they wouldn't be able to do it because they couldn't find seeded grapes.
Yeah, it's so hard to find them.
You gotta do what you can.
Yeah.
Now, you did a juice cleanse.
Yeah, 37 days. 14 days.
Yeah. 14 days?
Yeah, I did 14 days last fall, I think. And I think I'm going to do one again in a couple weeks. I haven't done one since then, and it just makes me feel so good.
Me too.
Now, how are you during the juice cleanse? I mean, do you get frustrated? Do you have days when you're like, oh my God, I don't feel like doing this anymore?
Do you get detox symptoms?
Do you get detox? Yeah. Do you get
No, I would say, okay, I'm lucky. When I went raw, I felt amazing overnight. I haven't had like a lot of these detox things that happen to people. Right. I would say what happens if I do fruit cleansing or juice cleansing sometimes is some emotional detox comes up. Like some traumas and some emotional stuff that's happened in my life, that starts really making its way. So sometimes those moments I can get into those moments and feel a little bit down, but overall the experience is like 90%. I feel amazing. But if I'm not drinking enough juice or eating enough fruit on the cleanse, then I can start to feel like moody or like crap. I feel like in order to thrive on those cleanses, for me, I have to have a lot of calories and have a lot of intake.
Yeah. And no, go ahead.
That's good to say, because remember when I was doing my 60, I didn't need a lot of juice. But I want people to know that when people ask us how much, we tell them the minimum, because this is a lot of people's first time ever cleansing. We say have 80 ounces available, only because you don't want to get scared or like do that. But if you don't need it, there's nothing wrong with that either. But if you need more than that, there's nothing wrong with that either. Meaning you just have to feel it's no right or wrong with that. What do you think? Do you think it's a right or wrong, or do you think you just
No, yeah. I think you have to listen to your body, because I interview so many people who say like they're great, they can't drink more than like the 4 32-ounce jars, and they're like, I can't drink more even if I wanted to. I would say more people are like that than like me. I could drink 8 plus coconut water I'm cracking and stuff. So like you have to listen to your body, I say.
Yeah, 100%.
Somebody just asked, just really quick, what was the man's name who cured himself from diabetes?
Lawrence Richardson.
And he's going to be on her channel. The episode and we're going to send, we'll personally send you guys that video as well.
Yeah. And I interviewed somebody else today too. She reversed her lupus, and okay. Dr. Brooke Goldner, she reversed her lupus, who I've interviewed. You know her probably, or no? She's in Texas.
What's her name?
Dr. Brooke, Brooke, and then Goldner, Goldner. So she reversed her lupus a long time ago, and she helps people now. And she is amazing. So she reversed her lupus, but I interviewed somebody today, Cecilia, and she reversed Lyme's. She was diagnosed Lyme's, and she went strictly raw vegan just over a year ago. And she's symptom free now, and she tests negative for it now, and she tested positive for it before, which is crazy. And she had mold problems and depression and candida and all these things, and so she reversed those through raw. And I've seen a lot of, I hosted an event with Lou last year in LA. And I literally had somebody come up to me crying, saying they sold everything to live out of their car for a while so that they could afford to do what they needed to do to like stay on track with the lifestyle. Not saying you need to do that. To me, it's cheaper than like how I used to eat. But that's what that person needed to do. And they reversed like they basically saved their life. Like they were on death's door. And like, so I see it all. It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what we say. I think yesterday we heard someone heal from Crohn's, which a lot of people have. Jeff Juices healed him from Crohn's. So we have Crohn's, diabetes, lupus.
Yeah, lupus. Yeah. And they say that's not reversible, right? She uses the term reversible is the term she uses. I like to use that term too. So she reversed it.
Isn't that crazy?
The world needs to know.
There's just so many amazing stories, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
And we have to normalize it.
All right. So as far as temptations. I'm sure. Hold on. I'm looking at you, Gillian. Do you have any temptations? Any food?
Yeah, I do. Food?
Oh, you do?
I do. There is one thing I miss the most, and it does tempt me, but I don't do it. I had it once last year, I think it was once, maybe twice. And it's coffee. It's the hardest thing that I've had to give up. So it's coffee, but I'm way better. So it's not a food, but I'm way better off of it because I'm just so stimulated on it. I start sweating. I start calling people I wouldn't usually call. I start spending a lot more money. I'm just like a different person on coffee, but I love it. So that's been the hardest thing to give up. And just, I smell it, right? We were just in New York. I'm just like, oh, the coffee, like, but not so much food. I mean, I don't so much miss the foods. No. If there were anything I was going to eat, if I were to eat cooked food, it would be like sweet potato. Like that would probably be one thing I miss, but I just feel better raw. But no, I don't miss any of the crap food. And that's no.
Because you feel too good.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Because the way you feel feels better than or tastes better.
And I understand coffee. You can eat. After the 60 days, I stopped.
You what?
After the 60 days, I stopped drinking coffee.
No way. And you haven't had it?
But I binged before we started the cleanse. I got to let go of binging thing.
I get it.
Before we started this 10-day. I was like, oh, let me get, and I hadn't been drinking it.
Yeah.
And I told Sean he has a new wife because his old wife used to drink coffee every day, 2 times. You know, like it was I'm a drinker. But now I literally let it go, except for this one binge before. And I'm going to let it go. I love
it. Wow. Good for you. That's amazing. Wow.
And I never thought that would
So
here's a question that you probably get a lot.
Yeah.
How do you get your protein?
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, so many ways. That's so many ways. I would say the main way is through all the nuts. I eat a lot of nuts. I just ate a bunch of macadamia nuts before we started filming. So I'd say through the nuts and through the plants, you still get protein. And I do check my blood work. I check my blood work every year. The last time I checked it, he said, I have the best blood work he'd ever seen. He couldn't believe my blood work. He said, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're doing something right. So everything was like in perfect range. And I know they have some protein levels on there. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not an expert, but those ranged great. And I feel great. I have to get back to the gym more. I was working out a lot and then it just got busy over the holidays. I haven't worked out much lately, but I'm going to get back to working out. I think that's important too. It's not just diet.
How are you in the gym? Do you feel like you have a lot more energy?
Yeah, especially it's funny, especially if I'm like juicing and fruits. I feel like I have the most energy when I'm like lower fat, like a lot of fruit and juices. Then I'm just like, I could go in there all day. I could like run a marathon. So if my fats get a bit higher, like the nuts and the avocados and stuff, and then I go in the gym, it's not as good. So I like to eat like a lot of calories, but lighter, like before the gym, if that makes sense, like a lot of fruits and stuff like that and juices. And then I'm just like so much energy.
But just going back to the juicing really quick, because people ask us these questions all the time. How much juice do you drink? When you're on a juice cleanse, how much do you drink in a day?
Yeah, so I drink about 8 of the 32-ounce jars, the big jars. Yeah, I drink like ounces. Sometimes I'll even drink more. Sometimes especially the first bit when I'm first starting, I'll drink more and I get big cases of coconuts from the Asian market, like the real fresh coconuts, and I crack them all open and I'll put them in big mason jars to have in the fridge too during the juice cleanse. And that really helps me stay on track because it's a really nice, refreshing cold drink in between juices or whatever. And so I drink a lot. I don't limit myself, and that's what works for me. But again, most people don't need to or don't drink that much.
That would be us. And I don't know if it's because we're used to juicing.
Right.
But sometimes we'll just have like maybe one, maybe two of these. Maybe two.
Yeah. In a whole day?
For the whole day.
Wow, you guys.
And we work out.
But I mean, I guess I drink a lot of water. I don't know. I don't need it. When I first started, because I was so nervous, man, I would drink a lot because I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to get hungry.
What if I get less?
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
Yeah. A question we have. So you've done juice cleanses. Do you have a regular way of how you break it?
Of how I break it? Yeah, so I like to break it with like a papaya or a watermelon, usually like watermelon, something light. Then I'll work my way into papaya and other melons. I think when I did my 37 days, I didn't break it properly. So I just got bored one day. I decided I'm going to stop. I went to Whole Foods. I bought stuff. I made a big salad and I broke it like that, which is not smart. This was 2019. That's not the ideal way to break it. Yeah. So I think the best way to break it is, melons and heavier fruit and then work your way back into the salads. I tried the prune test once. I didn't really like breaking it with the prune test, but a lot of people like that.
We just heard about that yesterday.
Yeah, just to let you know, guys, the prune test is where you soak prunes in water.
Right.
And then you eat a prune, and if you don't poop within 4 hours, you're supposed to continue the cleanse. Right?
Yeah, first you drink the water. So you soak it in the water, you drink the water, and then you eat them. And then if your bowels don't move fast and things don't come out, if it doesn't come out of you quick, then they say you still need to juice fast. Technically, they say you're still not clean enough because it should be coming out of you fast. I don't know.
I don't know. We've never done that.
I've never heard of it till yesterday.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone have any questions for Jill?
Ask your questions. This was great.
This was really good.
Yeah, you guys are great. You guys are good vibes.
I want people to hear that too, that when you go to the doctor, all of your levels are good. Everything is good. I'm saying that to say most people will be like, well, you're missing your protein or you're not getting enough. You have to be missing something. Oh, that's another question. Yeah. Do you supplements?
Yeah, I do take supplements. So I take an all-in-one supplement. It's called Complement, and it has B12, DHA, EPA, zinc, K2, selenium, magnesium, and the B12. And then I also take, it's called Complement. It's linked in my bio too. And I take, I also get this off of Amazon, this other DHA, like an algae that's high in DHA, EPA. And then I take like 3 of those a day because I think that's really important for like our brain. I like to really load up on extra DHA. And so I take those and I do put some protein powders in some of my smoothies and stuff like that.
And raw protein powders, guys.
Yeah. Like Lou has a company. He has the protein powders. His Pyridine ones are pretty pure, pretty clean. So I use those and a couple other ones.
That's good. That's good information.
So that somebody said, so when you break the cleanse eating a melon, do you eat it all day and for how many days?
Good question.
Well, there's other people that have like dedicated their life to this, to like how to break a juice fast. Magri Jade. I don't know if you guys have interviewed her. You should interview her. Magri Jade Jackson. Do you guys know her?
No.
Oh, she had you got to look her up. You guys got to have her on. She was one of my first interviews and she's still thriving years later on plants. She did a huge juice cleanse. I think she did 120 days. She lost so much weight, totally changed her life. And she dedicates herself to helping people do this now. And she has like a manual on how to break the fast. Because she says that like you need to take as much time after refeeding as you did juice fasting. Like there's a whole thing people do. They say because it's a big deal how you break it, you can damage the work you did. So like I'm not an expert in this. You guys need to look this up. I'm sorry, I can't give the exact amount of time. You should definitely go longer than I've done. I kind of rushed my way back into food too fast, I think, but it is raw food, mind you. I'm not like going to KFC or something after a juice fast, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I would say look somebody up like Magri who has like pamphlets and books and videos on how to properly break. I did do a video with her about that once. It's on my channel too.
You said Meg?
Magri, Magri, Magri Jade Jackson.
Okay, gotcha.
That's good information.
I love this.
Because I think we did okay. We did okay during the 60-day, but we did a 30-day before, and we broke it terribly, and we felt every bit of it.
Yeah.
Don't be crazy.
Don't do it. That's why we always tell people, please.
We like to say, Sean says, break the fast or eat what you were juicing.
I like that. So good point. I hear people say that. I like that.
Start chewing that. Plus, it's gonna be exciting. You can take a bite.
Do you take collagen?
Oh, do you take collagen?
I do have one protein powder that has collagen in it. So I need to learn more about collagen. But yeah, so I do take it sometimes.
Me too. I thought a lot of collagen had meat, it's like hard. It was hard for me, at least, to find collagen.
Yeah, me too. No, this one's vegan. It's from the owner of Sun Warrior, but it's not a Sun Warrior one. It's a different one from his other company, which I think is called Soul Journey. It's really good. Yeah.
Can you any type of protein?
No, not while we're juicing.
Not while you're juicing.
You cannot use protein powder while we are juicing. No,
I wouldn't.
It's only the juice and water. That's her in her lifestyle. She does that. When you're juice fasting, no. And on the Jumbo Juice 10,000, no. The Jumbo Juice 10,000 only your juice and water.
Somebody said, can you cure sleep apnea? Or have you ever heard of a situation where somebody cured?
Yeah, so I did interview somebody today who I was telling about, Cecilia, who reversed her Lyme. She had sleep apnea.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and she reversed it through. So she's been fully raw for 1 year, and she did 2 juice fasts in that time. So she did 2, I think, 30-day juice fasts in that time too. And that was one of the things she said she reversed was the sleep apnea.
Wow.
So yes. Yes. When you're juicing, that's a good question.
Okay.
When you were juicing, what dental changes did you notice? Did the natural fruit sugar give you cavities?
I didn't notice that, and I asked that to a lot of people, and I don't notice that. I do see some people comment, and they say they notice their teeth are sensitive or they have like a film on them. So I say, listen to your body. If you want, I think Sarah Erica used a straw mostly. She was drinking with a straw. I don't know. For some reason, it bothers me to drink juice with a straw. I like my smoothies with a straw, but I just like my juices straight up. I don't know. So I rinse with water now after, swish with water hard after if I drink fruit juices and stuff.
Yeah. That's very good question. So, and just to share with you guys, during the juice cleanse, I sometimes feel a film, and then I just go
and brush your teeth. Brush your teeth.
I might brush a little more often during a juice cleanse because I think during the detox, sometimes I feel a little more filmy than I would if I was, regularly eating.
Yeah, I just wouldn't brush right after you have a fruit juice. My dentist said that too. And I've heard that, and I think that's true. Don't brush right after you have an orange juice or a fruit juice like that, because they say it just brushes it right into your teeth.
Yes.
I
learned that watching your channel. I heard you say that before.
Yeah.
So I know you're not a juicing expert. I'm just in case you had a situation because you've seen so many people heal.
Yes.
Have you heard of anybody healing from any tumors from juicing?
Yeah, I have heard that. I can't think of who specifically, but for sure I've heard it. For sure. I'm trying to think who. And I've heard of and I've heard people with that, with fruit fasting and with raw. And
diet is everything. I mean, the bottom line is diet is everything, and you can heal yourself.
You can heal yourself.
Yeah.
The movie we suggest, guys, is The Food Cure. So you get to watch people go through. Did you watch that movie?
Which one? The Food Cure? I don't know if I've seen that one. I don't think so.
That's a
it's
good
Gershom
one.
Theory, and they put 5 people who were diagnosed with cancer under the Gershom Theory, and they followed them for 5 years.
Wow.
Throughout how they got back into eating. So it was a very, very good study.
Wow. And the girl I was telling you about who came up to me in LA, she had cancer, the one that I was telling you. So I've heard of it for sure. Yes,
juicing can definitely help your blood pressure. That's 100%.
Yes,
and
we've had people on day 6 of the juice cleanse.
Yes.
Have breakthroughs with their blood pressure. So we know that for
a fact.
Yes.
And let's see. I think.
That's a good one. Healing from gout. I could say yes.
100%. Yeah.
I mean,
I would think so. I can't think of anybody that's come to mind who I've interviewed that has brought that up, but I would think so. I mean,
if you could heal from lupus, I had fibroids, depression, cancer.
Because that's all
gout
information.
Gout would be like, hey,
right? Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question.
What does dining out? Okay.
What does dining out look like now with your husband, since you both have two different diets?
Yeah, so we were just in New York and we went out to eat a couple times. We all got dressed up, went out to eat. And so luckily where we were, they had green juice there. So it was a really fancy restaurant too. So I was lucky. So I had green juice. And then at a typical restaurant, I'll just get them to make me a big raw salad. If they have avocado, whatever they have, I'll get them to throw it in. And then usually I don't like the restaurant salad dressings. So usually I'll get I'll either like pre-make just a little one in my little jar and bring it, or I'll just use some olive oil and lemon, worst case, if that's all they have for it. So that's what it usually looks like. And the restaurant in New York I was at, luckily they had mango sorbet, where it was just made with mango was the only ingredient, nothing else. It was delicious. So I just always make it work.
And just to let y'all know, I carry when I'm eating, do I carry my dressing in my bag?
Yes, that's your
I carry my dressing in my bag and hot sauce. Those are two things I carry in my bag.
I love it.
Has anyone tried mushroom
coffee?
I personally did not like mushroom coffee at all.
I never had it. Yeah.
Someone said,
"Oh, that's Hannah." Oh, Hannah had the breakthrough. Right,
the breakthrough with my BP on. It just went up.
Oh yeah, you're on day 6.
On day 6, went from high 130s, high 80s to 117 over 70 after 5 days of juicing. So someone has a testimonial during Jump and Juice 10,000, and we have more, guys. Make sure you join the Jump and Juice 10,000. Yes. Just a recipe for someone who wants to heal tumors and gout. They can heal with cherries, turmeric, and aloe vera. Have you ever put aloe vera in your juice?
No, but I want to start. I don't know how to film and edit. I have a videographer in Toronto. He helps me with reels and stuff. Right. And he's like popping on his own TikTok. He's got like 300,000. And he told me he just made like a skin juice with like aloe vera in it. And he said it was really good. So I want to try and make it in a juice. I hear it's really good and it's so healthy, right?
So healthy.
It's so healthy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, guys. But also,
I think that's it.
I think that is all the questions. So you can tell them about Jump and Juice 10,000. We always have our little crew.
Yeah, I got him.
Oh, we always have our little crew come and say goodbye. Because we make the kids be quiet while they're upstairs. And so we always have them come and say goodbye. You get them to hear us. Come on yes. Guys. So guys, also, Gillian, we wanted to thank you personally because of your channel. We have learned so much. We have learned so much, and it inspired us and kept us on our 60-day juice cleanse. So thank you very much for doing what you do.
Listen,
I love that.
A lot of you guys have a lot more questions. You could go ahead and follow her. But Gillian. you need to go on YouTube.
Go on YouTube
and start watching the videos. If you're suffering from something, I'm sure she has interviewed somebody who has had it,
or maybe you're
and cured from it.
Yeah.
And remember, the point of all of this and to hear all of these testimonials is because maybe you're the first one to cure from what you have. But what we want to let you know is that he's
in the basket.
Oh, my son is in the hamper.
Hold up.
Okay. The 2-year-old is in the hamper. He's been being in the hamper. But we want to let you know that we want you to be inspired because you could be the first one to heal from whatever you have to heal from, and then you could be a testimonial for someone else. Because I only had 2 people before Gillian's channel. When I did heal from fibroids, there was only 2 people. Shout out to Dan. Dan the man, he interviewed someone who he healed, but there was only 2 people that inspired me. Because of channels like you, I heard women heal from fibroids on your channel. That was like, yes.
Right?
So women, I'm not the only one. Also, I watch her channel, People Heal from Fibroids, and a number of them, like not just one, but a number of women. So I want to let you know, endometriosis, I want to let y'all know that you can heal. And if you haven't heard your story, be the story.
All
right.
Mabby.
All right.
Sean, can you see?
At this time, we say yes. All right, everybody. Oh, he poopy. Everybody say
bye. Say bye, Maverick.
Yes.
Say bye, Maverick.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
You guys are so cute.
So
no
much,
problem. Thanks for having me, guys.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for having me.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Crazy. Oh my goodness.
She got her laugh.
That was good.
That was good.
Guys,
You
so
can
look,
read, yes.
listen. The
Yes.
Jumpin' Juice 10,000.
Jumpin' Juice 10,000.
It's going down. Also, we got new dates.
Oh, we have new dates.
We have new dates. Wait, don't leave. Wait, hold on.
Don't leave. One more second. We are, this is not the end of our journey. It's just too good, of course. And so we are doing the Jumpin' Juice 10,000 again. Okay,
yep, that's right.
We are put this in your calendars. Get your pen, get your
write it down.
Tell your cousins, tell your mama, tell your sister.
It's going to be April 8th through the 18th. April 8th through the 18th. So if you didn't get in on this one,
if you didn't get it, if you didn't do it all the way, if you had issues during this one, if you was like, oh no, it was my birthday, it was my cousin.
We ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that.
What?
Everybody's getting through.
Everybody's
getting through. Oh yes, you can.
Oh yes, you can.
Oh yes, you can.
Yes.
What's up, Hannah?
Hannah, we are doing another 10-day juice cleanse
on
April 8th to the 18th. You can't register yet. You can get
don't do it now.
Don't register now because it's gonna be a new ebook, an updated ebook, a new thing, but we are doing another one. I personally, for my life, want to do a 10-day every season, and we're gonna have. I'm gonna be doing it with you guys every season. Every season. That's the plan that I want to do for my life. A 10-day. The kids are downstairs.
You know what that means.
A 10-day
every
season.
So look, listen.
Yeah.
Starting my 10 days today. That's right. And let me tell you something. It ain't too late to start.
It ain't too late. Get your ebook. Sign up now. Join the Facebook group. Do it.
Listen, we'll be here. Okay, I got you.
Yes.
Let's go.
Right, excellent. So you will be in the next one. April 8th to the 18th. Also, do you want to answer the question? When are we stopping?
Oh, when are we stopping the cleanse?
Yeah. Ooh,
we are going to stop the cleanse on the 11th at 8 p.m.
Yes.
Live. We're gonna go live. I'm thinking we might go on Zoom instead so that we can see everybody because we want to break it together.
Oh, yes.
So we want to make sure we can see everybody's face. Right. So we want to make sure, we can see everybody's face. So we might do it on Zoom. I don't know yet. You'll get the email. Guys, check your emails.
Yes. And those of you on the juice cleanse, don't psych yourself out.
Thank you.
Do not psych yourself out. You are almost to the end. And I know some people are getting psyched out because that's what we always do. Did y'all hear Sarah yesterday?
Woo.
Oh my God, that was deep. As she said, when she got to day 200 before 365, she started saying, oh no, why am I doing this? Maybe I need to choose. You start playing tricks.
Your mind's playing tricks on your
mind playing. The body can juice cleanse for 10 days. Y'all hear me? So do not find any reason to quit. Don't let your neighbor say, oh, you did good already. You can stop.
I'm telling you, because this
is don't let your child say, if you committed to 10 days, commit. And I always say the way to grow confidence is to keep promises to yourself.
That's right.
If you promise yourself to do these 10 days, find no excuse, find no reason, get to the 10.
Get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah.
Look, listen.
Don't psych yourself out.
Yeah, because really, seriously, this is the time it happens.
This is the time it happens.
And honestly, it doesn't matter how long you're doing it.
It's always close to the end.
It's always close to the end. Look, we did 60 days, and I bet on day 9 we're gonna be like, God damn, when is this thing gonna be over? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's your mind.
It's your mind.
You control your mind.
Yep.
Period. Whatever you tell your mind to do.
Yes.
And so it is.
Well, at the end of 30 days, we used to be like, oh my God, 30 days is forever. Yeah. Why would we ever do this? Then day 30, when we was doing 60, it was like, oh, it's day 30.
Nothing.
That's how you know it's a mind game.
It is a mind thing.
So when you see success right there, what she said, sometimes the light could look scary.
Come on.
That was so good. The light could look scary, but guys, you're on day 7 and the light is right there. Do not give up. Do not.
Listen, focus on the end.
Yes.
Just focus on the end. You already, look, it's already done.
And people are struggling. So you're struggling here because this is something new. But there's no growth if you're not uncomfortable.
Here's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
If you're struggling today, stop struggling.
Yeah. Just say, oh, I'm having a good day. Change it.
Look, listen, you're using the same brain.
Yes.
So if you're struggling, go, you know what? I'm not struggling no more.
I feel good.
Come on, somebody.
Just say those words in the mirror. I feel good. My body is grateful.
I want you to smile and clap it up for yourselves.
Melena said, stay grateful. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Oh, who's Melena? She was on one of these lives too. I mean, if you ain't in the Facebook group, what you doing?
Listen, if y'all down with the 10,000, if you're down with Jumping Juice 10,000, y'all better post 10,000 in that comment box. Yeah. You better post 10,000 in that comment box.
The moment will pass. This too shall pass, my dad would always say.
That's my favorite quote from your father.
Yes.
Let me see that 10,000.
10,000.
Let me see the 10,000 in that box. If you down with Jumping Juice 10,000, okay, Noreen.
10,000.
All right, let's go. Come on, Crystal. Come on, Sandy. Come on, Alex.
Teaching you how to eat.
Let's go.
The cleanse.
10,000, baby.
10,000.
We are deep. Listen, we will see you guys. Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
That's my mother. My mother's down with the 10,000. My mother's down with the 10,000.
Yeah, so is my mama.
Okay.
We got our mamas on this with us.
Okay, Hannah. Hannah's down with the 10,000. Come on.
Guys, get your mama
Angelique is down with the 10,000. Yolanda's down with the 10,000. Barbie's down with the 10,000. Come on, son. Come on, son.
He's from Brooklyn. Yes.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Ain't he loud? My husband's so loud.
No, I get excited. 8 pounds down. Come on, somebody.
Yes.
8 pounds down.
Ain't nothing but a thing. Weight ain't nothing but a thing.
It ain't nothing but a. Ooh, KB is down with the 10,000. Ooh, B Free Speaks is down with the 10,000.
Make sure. So this live, while we're doing it, it will not be on Instagram Live. You have to be in the Jumpin' Juice 10,000 Facebook group. That's where the replays are happening, and then they're gonna be off there eventually soon too.
I'm sorry, they're going crazy. We got 11 pounds.
11 pounds.
How many pounds did you lose? How many pounds did you lose?
Why are you screaming?
No, hold on. Am I too loud, y'all?
I mean, just a little bit.
I'm not yelling, right?
I mean,
look, listen. We got 11 pounds down.
That's my baby.
We got 8 pounds down. Oh, they said they can't hear me.
Oh, you pulled something out.
Did I?
Oh, he's screaming so loud you can't hear.
Oh. 7 pounds down. I'm gonna go back here. Yes. 7 pounds down. Come on, somebody. Look at that.
Yes, guys.
Well, we need a total weight. Weight.
Oh, as a group.
Ooh, 13 pounds down. 5 pounds down. Come on, baby.
Yes.
11.1 pounds down.
You're 1 day behind, so you gotta count tomorrow.
7 pounds down.
Yeah.
12.7 pounds down. Come on, Lolita. Let's go. Yolanda, 8 pounds down.
All right, baby.
8 pounds down. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I get excited. This is how I am in class too. Y'all know how I am.
If you ain't never been to a double Dutch aerobics class, get your behind there.
Y'all know I get excited in class. Y'all know I get 7 pounds down,
and my blood pressure is normal.
Did you get that power? Oh, did you get that power?
This from the juice class.
Did you get that? Hey, all right. You got to make things doom. One of these old mornings. Hallelujah. Good job, y'all. Good job.
Guys, so make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. How you put the share thing here?
Oh.
To tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Come on.
To subscribe to doubledutchaerobics.com. To subscribe. If they want to be a part of the next juice cleanse, subscribe to doubledutchaerobics.com. Y'all heard me? Subscribe to doubledutchaerobics.com.
Oh, wait, here it is. It's right here.
Oh, there it is.
Boy, I'm doing production.
Oh, your energy from Marriage Be Hard podcast is why I'm here.
Oh, thank you very much,
Melissa. Thank you. And people were like, "Are they really like that?" No, we really are like this. When we turn off this camera, Sean is really. I'm married to him.
No, we really like
Sean
it.
is really
it's
like
worse. I'm trying to calm down because I don't want y'all to think I'm crazy.
He be a.
Look, listen. Yeah, you could drink the same juice combo every day. My wife would do that if it was up to her.
Just to let you know, my little story. I know I healed myself from fibroids. I actually have an ebook too, Bye Bye Fibroids, where I go through all of the details of what I did. But I had to drink. One of the tasks to heal myself was I had to drink the same exact juice recipe for 30 days. So there was no variety. I would variety in temperatures. I would have it room temperature. In the fridge longer, just in the fridge with some ice, freeze it a little bit, meaning I had to have the same exact juice recipe for 30 days. That was a part of my healing. And that recipe is in the ebook. Consistency, Oh yeah, we are always on 10, Alex. You know us. We're always on 10.
We always on 10.
Always.
I'm trying to calm down.
Yes. All right, guys.
I drink apples, lemon, and ginger.
That's good. What am I?
That's the good stuff. Let me tell you what I got in here. I got jalapenos.
Yes, it was good.
I got lime.
A lot of kale.
Wait a minute. Pineapple. Green apples. Not my Honeycrisp. Yes. Green apples and man, I think that's it. Oh, pears. I got red pears and I got the Bosch pears. Is that how you pronounce them?
I just want to leave a tip about pears that we learned from Barbie. Barbie taught us, and it's with mango as well. Barbie taught us that if you have lime, sometimes pears could get mushy in your juicer, but if you mix lime with the pear or with the mango, it actually allows it to juice better. Ain't that a gem?
That is.
Shout out to Barbie for a gem. That's a gem.
Shout out to Barbie.
That is a gem. So, wait, my juice, which I'm almost finished. I have more in the kitchen, but I had was that blackberries in?
Mm-hmm. You put the blackberries in. Let me see. Let me taste.
Really, I got more in the kitchen, but blackberries.
I feel like Wendy Williams. Shout out to Wendy.
Shout out to Wendy. Blackberries. What? Blackberries, pineapple.
What's that?
That is delicious.
Oh, the water got to it?
Yeah, I put water on top. I put water on. He don't like water.
Michelle puts water in her juice. I can't.
Sometimes.
I can't.
But anyway, listen, shush. Let me tell him my juice recipe, babe. What happened, Phoenix? She coming down here with shock. I'm talking. One more minute, guys.
1 second. You ate them.
The fries.
There's more on the table.
Okay, I'm sorry. Last thing. I had blackberries, pineapple, apple, carrot, and orange. Usually I don't mix that much, but I'm trying to have carrots a lot. Yeah. And guys, my vision ain't the best, but I made, what was the juice I made yesterday? I had carrots, orange, lime.
That was delicious.
Y'all, not only that, I know it sounds crazy, but I felt like my vision got even clearer.
Oh, I had melon.
Like literally. So I think I'm going to test myself, and I think I'm going to make that juice every day to see how my vision is affected.
Oh, Alex puts water in there also.
Yes. Yeah.
What about some beets?
I
got some melons in here too. Cantaloupe.
All right. Wow. Okay, guys. I think that is it. You guys have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow. Where, babe?
Same time, same bat channel at 8 p.m. Look, listen. Okay. Yeah. So Lolita, we're gonna post the first video in the Facebook group.
Yes. So you have to be in a Facebook group, guys, and to be in a Facebook group, you have to be a part of the Jumpin' Juice 10,000, and you can still get your ebook, and we'll send you the information. All right, juices.
Just juice it real good.
Juice real good.
Hold on.
I like that.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Just for
they might be sick of us at this point. Yes.
No, they're not. They're not sick of us, right? Oh.
Real good. Theme song. Anybody want to make a theme song for us so we can have it play first? Juicy real good.
Dun, 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 dun. Wait.
Juicy real good. Oh, I love that. Oh my God.
All right, y'all. I'll try it.
I love that.
We'll see y'all tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Holla.
See you later, crocodiles. Later, Peter. All right, see ya.
She say the whole thing. You ain't supposed to do that, B.
All right, y'all.
Never.
Follow us.
Even more.
Follow us
at
Double Dutch Aerobics. They don't know that one yet.
They don't know that song yet.
That's coming soon.
That's coming soon. That's another song.
You know.